All right, guys. It's been a while since we posted on this platform, and I'm gonna try to be more consistent. And I'm gonna from time to time have certain type of topics, and I feel like, guys, I have a platform, and I feel like I'm not using it effectively. So certain concerns that I have, I'm gonna share it over here. I don't know. I'm saying a lot of It's because I'm still under I'm still in the process of, do I want to speak on stuff like these, or do I want to but I just feel compelled to keep talking about stuff that bothers me, or stuff that I see in society that needs to be addressed. Anyways, let's talk about this, guys. The nuclear family. The nuclear family is godly. It is said in the Bible that's the best way. And over the experiences, if you ask a lot of these single parent female, they're gonna tell you operate in a home with the father present, or even the father. You have single parenting family, that's the father, and having a mom there makes it a whole lot different. And I think there's an attack on nuclear family, and the attack that we have on nuclear family is to disrupt the nuclear family. And when you do that, you'll have the problems that we have in society today, instability. Your child's not, that child will not have all the qualities and be prepared for life, you know. And that is why you hear they talk about things like trauma. Oh, you had a trauma when you were a child, or all of that stuff, and you don't know how to be that husband or that wife when you decide to start have life, And I feel like it all stems from a nuclear family. No, I'm not gonna say you don't have single parenting where one turn out great, And I was raised in a single parenting home, and I realized that my father not being present, I missed out on a lot of stuff. Even though it was arm's length, I could call him on the phone, but just that in the house feeling was not there, and I feel like that affected to some level. Good thing I was still well rounded and understand what I wanted. And let me get into this a little bit deeper. I feel like societies, expect not even society, females are socially engineered to oppress men. I feel like there's a narrative pushing for a female to feel like they don't need their partner, they don't need a man. And I feel like they're pushing a narrative socially engineering males to be soft, males to not be dominant, males to not understand that, listen, this is my task in the household. I gotta feed my family, I gotta pay the bills, I gotta raise my son, I gotta be the man in the house, I gotta take charge, I gotta lead. And society is pushing this narrative that, oh, you can be this or you can be that, and I feel like that's why we'll see a trend going on in social media now, where a female will say, I'm a single parent by choice. I'm promoting that. And I'm raising four girls, and I will never let them feel like that's all they're going to have to live their life, or they could survive in this world by themselves and raise a son or a daughter by themselves. That's not going to happen. And if you have a woman or a female who believe that she doesn't need a man, then something is wrong, and I don't like that agenda that society is pushing. And I feel like until we're eyes open, we're going down a path where they know what's gonna happen when the male is missing from the home. And I've seen it so many times where when you become a delinquent, sometimes it stems from just one parenting home. And that's something that we need to address, right? Because when a woman feels as if that she can do it alone because the male is not present, because I'm gonna be honest, some of us male, we're failing these females. Some of us male, we are not stepping up to the plate to make a woman feel that level of stability, make a woman feel like she don't have to go out and work. And then again, also why I blame the social engineering of these new females, the feminist movements, if you want to call it like that, they are promoting that the woman can do it alone, and she just can't. You know, she just can't. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you're a woman doing it alone, just look at it. Use my household. We got 4 girls, and as strong as my wife can be, she alone cannot do it. As strong as I am, I can't do it alone. You know, because then that means she would have to get up in the morning, make them breakfast, drop them to school, pick them up from school, drop them to gymnastics, pick them up from gymnastics, ensure that homework gets done, ensure that they're responsible young females. They're doing their what they call their duties around the house. That would have been so much responsibility on one parent. And imagine a single home. You get frustrated because you're a human being. And when kids growing up, they're kids. They're going to be kidding all the time. And when they do that, you get frustrated. You feel as if, you know, and then females are operation of feelings, you know. So when they're providing that nurture to that child, because they're lovers, they'll nurture you, they'll take care of you. You get a boo-boo, you're going to want to cuddle up that child. And then you'll have some parent or some female that will say, oh, I don't do that to my child. If him get me, tell him get up. But that's not your job, and it's not going to be as effective as a man would. You know, and I feel like society knows this, and that is why they break it. And then also, you have another set of females that are single, and single women likes to keep women single. Oh, girl, no boy can't do me this. If a boy ever try, and you say all this manipulative stuff, get into the brain of a woman that's going through it with her husband or boyfriend, and then she feel as if she can do it alone because, yes, you are successful doing it alone. You are making money doing it alone, but you're not highlighting the struggles, and you're not highlighting doing it alone, how hard it is on you, you know, and not to be on the females' back alone, but also the males. Because there's no way you as a man know that you're supposed to do certain things and you leave it up to the woman. Because if if you don't do it, then she's going to have to step up to the table. So it's not just only the woman feels as if she needs to play the role of your job, but I feel like it's an agenda pushing, and I feel like some of the times if we don't realize and open our eyes and accept help, and you can't be too independent. And women, if you're in the house and you're making more money, you don't use that to make the man feels as if he's not a part of it. And guys, if you're the one making the money in the house, you don't make this woman feel as if she can't do nothing without your money. You understand me? But yeah, I feel as if as parent, we gotta come together and we gotta fight this notion where they're painting single parenting home. It is not effective, it is not good for the family, and it will lead to other things, you know. And kids need to have that balance where, oh, mom and dad have a disagreement, but this is how they fix it. So when they're adults and they're having disagreement, they're gonna learn that bond. They're gonna learn how to do things together. And guys, if you're raising your child, get them into sport. Do not think, oh, they might come home too late. Because this is what and this is why I tell you, you need a man in the house. Because a woman will say, oh, it's too late and I don't want my child to come home from school this late. It is true. You know, this time of age that we're in, anything could happen to your child. I understand that. But guess what? When you have the man, he'll assert certain things and he'll give you the reminders. Say, no, man, he'll be fine. Make him go out and do him sport. Because it's going to build them for the future. And when you do sporting that bring calls for teamwork, I promise you, when you become an adult, it's easy for you to be a team player to a friend, to a husband, to a wife, whatever it is. So I feel like it is important to get your kids in extracurricular activities, and Zone is going to help. But the notion where women or even a male feel like they could do it by themselves is not healthy to think like that. And I don't want you to be like that, because things are going to happen in the house, females. Statistics shows that um the higher percent rate of divorce initiation is done by a woman. And I understand I'm not gonna take the bullshit if a guy this and a guy that. If your marriage can be worked on, if your relationship, it doesn't have to be a marriage, but if your bond can be worked on, let me tell you, don't believe these females that are single or that are not in a relationship, and because you're going through something in a relationship, they're gonna tell you, "Oh, left the boy a dirty man." That if you know he's not a dirty man, work your stuff out. Now, if he's a dirty man, then fine. You do what you want to do, but work your stuff out. Try to work things out, because just like you give second chances to any other thing in life, you could give second chance to your relationship. And you'll be surprised to see the second chance you give your relationship that cause your relationship to blossom into something that you've never expected. We're going to go through tribulations and trials. We're going to be tested. You have to be strong. And if you have a family, you got to work your family stuff out. You don't want to just quit on your family. Because I'm telling you, that child might not show signs of, oh, it's affecting them, but they're gonna lack that presence of one of the parent, so they don't know how to operate when all mommy does is cuddle them, or all daddy does is just be a little bit rough. Because you can't be too rough. Daddy, you alone cannot do it. You're not supposed to out there, oh, I'm calling my daughter here because, bro, that's just some social media stunt. Yes, you can do it. Yes, if you can do it, don't get it twisted. But that's not your task. That's not your role. Give mommy her role, and you take up your role. Go out, work, take care of her, take her on dates, pay the bills, let her feel like a queen, cook for your husband, wash his clothes, treat him like a queen, like a king. He'll treat you like a queen. Those are some of the stuff, because when we as male take up this female role, then what you're telling yourself? When you as a female take up a male role, what you're telling yourself? You understand me? So I want you to always get this and get this in your head. A nuclear family is better than a single parenting family. And stop teaching your kids to think that, oh, mommy wasn't here, daddy wasn't here, I was here, and that's it. And vindictive females, if you and your male stop talking, do not deprive that man of seeing his child, because he needs to play a part in his daughter or son's life. You understand me? And those are some of the stuff we have to stand firm on. You don't have to be a couple, but you could be parenting. You can co-parent effectively. It's best to be under one roof because it demonstrates and it shows something, and that child will see that. But if worst case scenario where I don't mean like, I can work my own money, so if a boy, you just leave. No. You're not going to put that in your child's mind. Oh, him go around this and he messed up one time, so you just left the boy. Because you're teaching your daughter to do that. You're teaching your son to do that. No. Work stuff out. Work stuff out. Because sometimes people need to make mistakes to be great in life. Sometimes people need to fall on the floor to get up back strong. And that's all it is. And if you're going to give your friend a chance around there, then you can give your relationship a chance around here. So I feel like you got to be firm on what it is when it comes on to be a nuclear family. One of the worst situations for me is not to be in my child's life. If my wife and I decide to go separate ways, I will be present in my son's life. No other man can raise my pitney because she thinks that she needs to have a man. You're not going to do that. My house, my kids, me run that. If we go our separate ways, I'm going to be the father I have to be still. If I have to come and pick them up in the morning, if I have to pull up 6 a.m. in the morning and park and wait on them till you get them ready to give them breakfast and send them out, I'll do that. If I have to go pick them up from school and drop, I'll do everything that I have to do, and I'll still instill certain things. Now, mind you, it's best to do it in the house together. But if you cannot do it in the house because whatever reason y'all go separate, don't deprive that parent from seeing their child. In most cases, it's the woman's side where she tries to make that, and remember again, it's not just finances make you a father. I might not be able to financially pay for a private school for you, but don't tell me that I can't see my daughter because I can't do that. Don't tell me that I can't see my son because I can't do that. Because there are other aspects in life and in parenting that is going to be necessary that you're going to need. And I'm a strong advocate for that. If your relationship can be worked on, work on it. Sometimes it takes 2 tries, 3 tries to be honest. Sometimes it even take 5 tries. No, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to go wait, give somebody 5 chances or 5 opportunities to mess up. And there's a saying that if they do it once, they'll do it again. Nah, that's not true. That is not true. It's a high probability, yes. But if you have faith in your relationship and you have a relationship with God, He'll give you what you best deserve. But many of the times we resent what we know is best. You'll know that this man is good for you, but he messed up. But because you're embarrassed, because you don't want your friend to say, girl, me think you're better than that. Girl, no boy, I can't do me this. So you want to prove and you mess up something good because he mess up. Vice versa. Yo, dog, no girl can't do this to me. No, you're an idiot. Girl, give away pussy, whatever it is. And you walk away and you know that there are many other qualities to that woman or that man that could have been, you know, the ideal reason to stay, and you work on your relationship. But too many times, single people try to keep you single. And many a times it's bad mind and jealousy. I don't like to use that term, but I've learned to understand that it is true. A woman will jealous of you because you and your husband are successful, but he messed up. Or you and your wife, you're successful and she entertained something. And guess what? They wanted your life. And they act as if they care for you. And girl, no girl, this and that and that. If you have a friend and they constantly carry news to you about your partner, be careful of that friend too. I never asked you to do that. Now, if it is something that I need to know, you'll know when that person means you well. You understand me? So the nuclear family, guys, it is rock, it is what we want, and it is what is going to keep the family together. The nuclear family is what you want to keep that going. And I want you to always remember that not everything is going to be handy dandy, hand out on a platter and smooth. You're going to have to fight some of the times. You're going to have to fight with your child. You're going to have to, not physically, but you're going to have to fight with your daughter, your son. Sometimes they don't listen to us, but they listen to outside. If it is a problem that you got and you know that there's somebody that they look up to, let that person speak for you. Build that relationship with your child. Build that relationship with your husband and your girlfriend. You gotta stand firm on what you believe in. Because if you don't stand firm on what you believe in, you'll fall for anything. And nuclear family is what we want. Society is trying to break it. That is why they're teaching you to think that you're equal to a man. That is why they teach you to tell you that, yo, you can be an animal and love another animal. You could be a human and in love with an animal. And those are some of the crap they're teaching us. And as male, they're trying to break down the household by removing and replacing the males. And when they remove a man from a house, a strong man, a man that is a leader, what's going to happen to the woman? You get what I'm saying? And these are some of the things that we got to stand for. These are some of the things we got to fight for. And if we don't and think that, oh, we don't need that man, guess what's going to happen? You're going to not need that man and you're going to fall. And if you think that you don't need your wife because you can comb your daughter here, because you can do all the female stuff that your wife or girlfriend would do, then you're wrong as a man too. We need each other to survive. But you need a king in the house, and you need to listen to your husband. Listen to your man. Females, make the right choice in men. Stop talking about these men, these, that, because it's your choice. You pick a man, you pick the right man so you can allow him to lead you. Do not talk to a guy because he has money, but you know that he's soft. He's not for you. He's for another woman that will listen to him. But don't choose your partner because of monetary gains or status or stuff. Choose your partner because you want him to lead you. Then y'all will be effective together. I know I said a lot of things. Some of y'all might disagree with it. It's fine. But I'll come back to you with another episode of, just things that I think we need to talk about. But the nuclear family is good. And like I said, if it can't work out where you guys live together, it's fine. Just be parents together. If one of the parents is gone because they're deceased and you have a partner, make sure that partner loves your child too, and not just for you. Understand me? It's sad for that situation, but if that's the case, females, just choose the right guy. Don't try to choose a 10 out of 10 if you know that's not your type. And don't choose a 1 out of 1 because then you're going to have a problem. But just choose, right? You know what is yours. Just choose that. If me too flashy for you, me a hype boy, me a galley, so you know me love gal, why you come choose me expect me to come settle with you? Me nah go settle. Me love gal, me have enough gal. So when you choose me now and then me hurt you, you go say, man a dog. No, it's your poor choice in men. You understand me? So you have to know what you do. And the hard truth. If me a gallus and you love my Gladys style, just know say, if a girl around this say, me and her there, you have to understand say, guess what? Oh, you did choose a gallus, you know. But if you choose a man where respect you certain way, respect himself, him not go cheat, him not go this, you not go have no problem. You know why we have insecurities in our relationship sometimes? Because we know that you choose someone that everybody want, and he gives you that impression from day one, but you ignored it because guess what? You get a chance to do the hot boy, they have money, in my chopper, and you don't realize that just like yourself, other females like it too. So are the choice in partners. And males, you do the same too. Don't think because I'm here mostly speaking on the woman, you think I'm forgetting you, because you guys be choosing the dolly body too. And you know the dolly body expensive. They want to go out. They want the ear done, the nails do ever so often. And you can't maintain it. But you have your baby mother and you don't give your baby mother no money, but you get the dolly body if you go do one here. And she know why you. I guarantee you that. Because most time a dolly body I go on 3, 4, 5 months to maintain the lifestyle they are living. So you just gonna be another statistic. So be careful with the choice in men. You understand me? And in women. Bless up yourself. Hope this video means something to somebody. It does to me. And we're gonna do more. Alright? Until next time, we out.